Hey, my name is Micah Collins, and in this video, I'm going to show you all the 3 things that y'all can do today to help bring in more customers to your business every single month. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, the truth is that oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are simply too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. Sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they just don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners still reaching their hands at the end and saying, you know what, Micah, I like you, why don't you just do this for me? So if by the end of this video you like what you've heard and you can see that I have a whole lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help impact your business, just shoot me a quick message back and we can chat. Or if simply at the end of this video you want to take this free attack plan I gave you and do this yourself, that works for me too. Just whatever's best for your business. Alright, so now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition, not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over with you today is your content. So most business owners know that they need content, but don't know that the average length of the #1 result on Google for HVAC guys is about 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on their homepage. So for you to show up consistently on the top of Google, you need to add at least, another 1,000 words on your homepage with the right keywords. So if we plug your site into Word Counter, we can see that your website has about 474 words. It's not terrible, but it's not dominating on Google. And if we pull up to Airco service and look at their website, we can plug them into Word Counter too and see that they have 1,055 words on their homepage. And these words are driving power, so Google knows what they do. They know that they're HVAC guys in the Tulsa area and can put a lot of trust there. Now, this is a little tool I use called Ahrefs, and it runs me about a few $100 a month, but essentially it gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a website. So I ran a quick scan for your competitor here, and we can see that they have 177 organic keywords that they're being found for, which is driving 1.1 thousand people to their website every single month. You can imagine how many calls that translates to. And as we can pull this up and see, we see that they're, of course, ranking #1 for their business name. You can let this load. Airco Tulsa, they're of course ranking #1 for that, but also I want you to see right over here Tulsa HVAC, which gets searched 100 times a month. They're ranking on the 2nd position, and they get 41 people on their website from that phrase alone. You can see HVAC Repair Tulsa, 300 search volume, and they're getting 34 traffic. I know some of y'all prefer furnace installations, so if we look at furnace installation Tulsa, we can see that they have a 70 volume a month, and they're getting 10 people because they are on the 3rd position. You can kind of see the pattern here, as we can see that they're ranking very well in the Tulsa area, and it's giving them a lot of people on their website and a lot of calls. If we hop over to you all, we can see that y'all have 72 organic keywords driving 63 organic traffic. Again, that's not terrible, but the whole idea is it's not maximizing the potential in the Tulsa area. There's just so much potential in this area for a whole lot of HVAC calls. All right, so if we look at your keywords that you are ranking for, we can see that you have Hendrick Heating and Air, Heater Repair Tulsa, but it's on the 7th position. Again, that's like 1st or 2nd page. If it's on the 1st page, it's all the way at the bottom. People don't really scroll to the bottom or click to the 2nd page, so you're missing out on a lot of volume here. We can see Hendrick's Air, that's another one from your business name, Hendrick Heat and Air, Hendrick's Plumbing, and the list just goes on there. You're not really getting found for high search intent keywords that your competitors are being found for. So the first thing you would need to do to beat your competition online is add a minimum of 1,000 words on your homepage of high quality content. That's because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable. Even Airco's beatable if this is done right. Now, if we type in one of the highest search volume keywords here in the Tulsa area is Tulsa HVAC, and we can see the first place is this ads section. Now, we know that ads can work. They can be great, but at the same time, they can be a money pit and burn through a whole lot of cash if you aren't careful with how you structure them, if you don't have a properly optimized landing page to convert those leads. And if we scroll down, we can see the second position where I wanted to speak to you about, and that is what we call citations in the map pack. Okay, so let's look at Airco service again. Let's just use them for the purposes of this video. We can see their name, their address, and their phone number listed right here on Google. This is what we call the NAP, or the NAP. And this is how Google verifies that you're not just some fly-by-night business, that you're a legit business here in the Tulsa area that they can trust. Now you might be wondering, well, Micah, what the heck is a citation and what is a NAP and how does it matter for me getting in the top of this map pack? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to show you right here. If we pull up this little graphic, we can see these are what we call citations. If you can look at here, Google Places, Bing, Yelp, Merchant Circle, Switchboard, Yellowbook, Matchpoint, Yellow USA, Hot Frog, and the list just goes on for hundreds of them. So what Google is doing is searching all over the internet for these different citations, or you might call directories, and verifying different businesses to see how much they can put authority in your hands and put you higher in the map pack. So the more of these that you have, your name, your address, your phone number, consistently on every single one of these platforms, if you have more than your competitor, Google will put you higher in the map pack because they see that you are more trustworthy, you're on all these different platforms, and they can trust you. So how I would recommend to go get these citations is tools like Bright Local or White Spark, and it shows you exact lists of every single citation that your competition has, and you can literally just go down the list and get them for yourself one by one. Put in your business information. It's free. You can do it pretty easily. Just takes a little bit of time, right? But you don't want to just stop there. You want to get more than your competition has to ensure that you beat them in the map pack. So if we continue to scroll down, now let's talk about the third thing I want to go over with you today, and that's what we call backlinks, and this third pillar will really help you dominate in the Google space. So again, when we search for a high intent keyword like Tulsa HVAC, the first thing we see is the ad section, and a lot of people pass the ad section, a huge amount, like about 80% skip right past the ads. The next slot we have is the map pack again, and I just showed you exactly the method to use to get on the top of that map pack. But now let's talk about the next place, which is the organic section where all these different websites are listed. The truth is that the top position gets up to about 60% in the HVAC space of all the clicks. It's a very effective way to get your business to getting more calls every single month. So as you can see by now, this is the place that you really want to be, and to get here, you need authority. So now you might be asking, how do you get this authority? Well, it all comes down to what we call backlinks, and a backlink is like when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice, kind of like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. This passes authority to your website. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable that link is. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry site that points to your website, then that's awesome. But if you're a HVAC guy and you get a backlink from Pizza Hut because you did a job for them, well, it's not so great because, let's be honest, you don't sell pepperoni, so Google doesn't really care. All right, and if we hop back over to Ahrefs, we can see that your site has about 94 backlinks, and that is producing you 63 organic traffic online. If we hop over to Airco, we can see over here, and just click this, let this load. We can see that they have 354 backlinks that's driving power to get them 1.1 thousand organic traffic every single month. So as you can see here, Airco is very beatable. It just takes a consistent strategy to beat them online. Now you might be wondering, well, Micah, how the heck do I get these backlinks so I can start pushing power to my website to get more calls every single month? Well, here's exactly how you do it in the trenches. If we just click on backlinks right here on Ahrefs, we can immediately see every single backlink they have listed right here. All right, and scrolling down to a random backlink, we can just click on this and I'll show you exactly how to get it right here. We see contractorsnearme.ai, and we click on that link, we can see exactly where they're getting the backlink. We can see Airco service listed right here. We just scroll down, you can find, yep, there's the domain right there. And if you click on this, it'll take you right back to their website that's pushing power to their website. Now, how you get this link would be really easy. You just see that little click to join. You just click that and go over here, click contractor. And then you put in your information here and get yourself that backlink. And then what you do after you hit that backlink is just continue that process over every single one of these, and you will 100% beat them online. All right, so hopefully you can see by now that getting you to the top, it's not magic, it's just a method, and I've shown you that method here today. So once again, we went over your content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words to sufficiently beat Airco and other companies here in the Tulsa area. And number 2 was citations, and you want to have 200 to 300 of those, preferably to 100% beat Airco by a landslide. And number 3 was backlinks, so you need more relevant websites pointing to you guys to show Google that you all are the authority HVAC guys in the Tulsa area. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google, hands down. So now I bet you're wondering, well, what now, Micah? Well, the truth is you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most fast and effective route and want to save yourself the time of going and getting the backlinks yourself, please give me a call at 918-260-1694. Once again, my name is Micah Collins, and that's 918-260-1694. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a good one.